Hello again everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you how to stitch the Winter Spider Crochet Infinity Scarf, which is going to finish up approximately 69 inches by 7.5 inches, but gauge doesn't matter on this as long as you have a hook that corresponds to the yarn that you want to use. So for mine, I'm going to be using Caron Cakes, the original Caron Cakes in Boston Cream, and I apologize, the Boston Cream has been discontinued for a couple of years, but the white truffle color as well as the buttercream color are both similar if you're looking for something in this color family. Or you can use any other medium worsted for weight, self-striping or not. Self-striping yarn is obviously what I'm going to use and what I think looks really great on this infinity scarf, but you don't have to use self-striping yarn. You could do a solid color or you could switch colors at your leisure. And then you'll want a contrast color. In this case, it's going to be black of a size 4 worsted weight yarn. And I have my favorite Clover Amour size I 5.5 millimeter hook ready to go. And stitch markers for those of you who like to use stitch markers. You can block this at the end if you want, but you certainly don't have to. And this is just basic stitches, single crochets, double crochets, some half double crochets, and some triple crochets. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. So with your main color, that's going to be your self-striping or whatever color you want your little spiders to be. You're going to chain 221. So I will just start you off with that. Make a slip knot. Insert your hook. And then simply start chaining. So you're going to chain until you get to 221. So I'm not going to show myself chaining the whole 221. There's 2, and I'm going to meet you back here when I've done 221. Okay, so I've chained 221. I actually did a couple of extras just in case I lost count somewhere along the way, and those I can take out at the other end once I do my second row. So now I'm ready to start row 1. Row 1 is double crochets all the way along your entire chain. So start by yarning over and doing a double crochet in the 4th chain from your hook. So that counts as 1, that loop, 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th one here. And then double crochet. And then this chain part here, that's going to count as your first double crochet. So that's 1, and that's actually my second double crochet. So now go down your chain, be careful not to twist your chain, and do double crochets all the way down your entire length of chain. And you should end up with 219 double crochets if you didn't go wrong somewhere. So don't forget to count this one as 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going until you have 219, and then I'll meet you back here and we'll be ready for row number 2. Okay, so now if you have 219 double crochets, you're ready to go on to row 2. So I had a couple of extra chains, so I just simply took those out. So now to start row 2, we're going to chain 3, turn your work. And now this chain 3 counts as the first double crochet here and throughout the entire pattern. So then double crochet in the next 2. Now you're not going to go into this one because your chain counts as 1. So you don't do 1 there. You go to this one and do a double crochet there. And then a double crochet in the next one. Now you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, skip 1 double crochet and do 4 triples in each of the next 4 double crochets. Skip this one, work into this one, and do a triple. There's 1 triple. Two. 3, and 4. So there's your first group of 4 triples, chain 3 again, 2 and 3, and then double crochet in the next 3. Oh, skip 1. Make sure you skip 1 on either side of your 4 triple group. So skip that one, and then 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. So that's the pattern you're going to do across the entire length of your scarf. You're going to do chain 3, 4 triples, chain 3, 3 doubles. Repeat that until you get to the end. Okay, so I've just finished that row 2, and don't forget to work 1 double crochet at the end into that group that was originally part of your starting chain. So work 1 into the chain at the end there so that you end with a group of 3 double crochets. So now I have 24 groups of 4 triple crochets and 25 groups of 3 double crochets. So now row 3, chain 3, turn your work, double crochet in the next 2 double crochets. So not right here, but right here, and the next one. And then we're going to chain 3. The chain 3s are our spider legs. Chain 3, skip the chain 3 space, single crochet in your 4 triples. So 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 3 again, then double crochet in your 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. So you're going to repeat that across chain, so you'll repeat your chain 3, 4 single crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. So repeat that across to the end, and I will meet you there. Okay, so I'm just finishing up row 3, and don't forget to work your last double crochet into the chain so that you have a final group of 3 double crochets. And then you should have 25 3 double crochet groups and 24 4 single crochet groups. So now we're going to move on to row 4. Chain 3, turn your work, double crochet in the next 2 double crochets. So again, not there, but here and here, to make a group of 3 double crochets. And then chain 3, skip the chain 3 space, and again we're going to single crochet. So single crochet in the next 4 single crochets from the previous row. And then we're going to chain 3 and do 3 double crochets in the 3 double crochets. So your repeat from the previous row, it's actually the same as row 3. Row 4 is going to be single crochets, 4 single crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and then chain 3. and then repeat that until you get down to the other end. And you can see how our spiders are starting to shape up and come to life here, and they will have 4 legs on each side, and this is your spider in the middle. So I will meet you back here once we're at the end of row 4. Okay, so I'm just ending up row 4 with my 3 double crochet group. Now row 5 is the exact same as rows 3 and 4. So chain 3, turn your work, double crochets in the next 2. So start with this one, and then this one, chain 3, four single crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, 2 and 3, and then just continue like that until you get down to the other end, and that's what it's going to look like all the way along. So that's our 4 spider legs on each side of the spider. Okay, so now I'm at the end of row 5. Now for row 6, you're going to chain 3, turn your work, and then you're going to do 2 double crochets, right? So not in that one, but in this one. 1 and 2. Then chain 3. And then we're doing the triples in the single crochets, so 4 triple crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then repeat your double crochets, 3 double crochets in your double crochets. So your pattern is 3 double crochets, chain 3, 4 triple crochets, chain 3. So repeat that down to the end, and then I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, so here I'm at the end of that row, and then to start the next row we're going to chain 3, and this is another double crochet row. So we're going to double crochet in the next 2 spaces, next 2 double crochets, and then we're going to double crochet along the entire row, but the chain 3, that only counts as 1 space in our count. So we're just going to do 1 double crochet over the chain 3, and then a double crochet in each of the trebles, 1 double crochet in the chain, 1 double crochet in each of the double crochets. So that at the end of the row you should end up with 219 double crochets. And this is a good row to fix your count. If you're not at 219, you could add in a double crochet 2 together if you have too many, or add in 2 double crochets into 1 space if you don't have enough, if you don't get to 219. If you need to do multiple 2 double crochets together or multiple increases, just space them out along your scarf. And just make sure you get to 219 at the end, and then you'll be ready to start your contrast color row. The next row will be with your contrast color. In my case, it's going to be black. So at the end of this row, we'll attach our contrast color. So carry on with your double crochets until you're at the end, and you should have 219. Okay, so I'm finishing off row 7, my row of double crochets here, and I'm going to work the last double crochet into the chain, And then I'm not going to complete it all the way with my Caron Cake yarn. I'm going to yarn over, pull through, and not do the last yarn over and pull through with my brown. I'm going to grab my black. I'm using I Love This yarn, and I'm going to make a loop on my hook with the black and pull that through to finish off my double crochet, and that's how we introduce the black. And then the next row is simply half double crochets all the way along. So chain 2, that counts as your first half double crochet. Turn your work, and then half doubles, so not that one there. Since the chain 2 counts as your first half double, you'll be starting here and then doing half double crochets the entire length of the piece in black or in whatever color you want your contrast color to be. And I will meet you up at the end, and you should have 219 half double crochets at the end of row 8. Okay, so now I'm at the last step of my last half double for that row, and we'll grab our main color and use that to pull through to make our final half double. And now we've changed back to our main color. So you can cut off your black and continue on by chaining 3. And this is where the pattern is going to start to repeat, and we will do the other half of our infinity scarf the same as this half. So what you're going to do now is you're going to turn your work and double crochet all the way along so that you have 219 double crochets, and that's row 9. And then rows 10 through 15, you're going to repeat rows 2 through 7. So that's going to be this same set of rows here. So you can simply rewind the video or look at the written pattern below and repeat rows. Well, essentially this is going to be row 9 is going to be your row of double crochet, and then rows 10 through 15 are this section here. And then when you've done that, you simply need to fasten off at the end of row 15 and leave a long 20-inch tail for wrapping or for stitching both your ends together with a whip stitch. Okay, so now I've finished all my repeats. So the main part of the scarf is done, and now I'm going to get out my darning needle, and I've left this extra long tail, and the pattern suggests doing a whip stitch to attach these two ends, and then after that we will put on the black accent on the tops and bottoms. So whip stitch is simply going around. We'll just grab this and just go around both halves. And then just do that all the way up the side. And then you can just put a knot in it. You can weave in your ends now or after you finish the edging. So I'm just going to continue all this up until I get to the top. And then I will show you how to do the edging. So continue like this. Hit pause on the video and press play when you're ready to do the edging with your contrast color, the black or whatever color you've chosen to be your contrast color. Okay, so now for the edging. I've got my slip knot on my hook. I'm going to begin by working into the bottom where I've got the chain, where we're working into the chain. We'll pull that through and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now that counts as your first half double and your chain 1. So now we're going to skip the next one. So skip that spot there and go into this spot here in the chain and do a half double. And then our pattern is simply chain 1, skip 1, half double. Now on the chain, we'll just try to space it as best we can and just go every other chain. working into the chain can be tricky. So I'm just going to try to line it up with my stitches that are worked into the chain. So I'll skip that one that's in line with that double crochet and go into this one. And then on the other side of the scarf, it'll be easier because you're working into real stitches. The other side is going to be the same thing. It's going to be attach your yarn, chain 3, and then skip 1, half double, chain 1, skip 1, half double, all the way along. And when you're done those, you just have to weave in your ends if you haven't done it already, and you'll be done your infinity scarf. So carry that all the way around, and then when you get back to this edge, you're going to join in the second chain, because remember that third chain, that counts as our chain 1. We're not joining into our chain 1. We're just joining into the top of our half double crochet, which in this case is the second chain of the chain 2. So that middle chain there, that's where you're going to join once you get all the way around your scarf. And once you've done your edging and woven in your ends, there's what my finished scarf looks like. So yours will look something like that. You can block it if you wish to give some more definition to your stitches and to the little spiders. Now it's time for you to either put it on yourself or gift it to someone that will enjoy it. And be proud of your hard work. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment if you have a question, or if you'd like to let me know what video you'd like to see in the future. Thanks!